So today I'm going to try to be breaking a card that everyone sort of forgot about, 9 lives, and it has to do with the really cool combo that we figured out with Discontinuity. Cue the intro, let's talk about it. Welcome back to the channel today, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. As always, in today's video we have an Azorious deck for you, but this one is not going to be your typical Azorious control deck that you're used to seeing. This one's going to be all about enchantments and controlling your opponent through those enchantments to get to a big Dance of the Manse over the top victory. But we've also got some really cool play tricks in there with 9 lives. Let's talk about it. But before we jump into it and start breaking down the cards in the deck and how the deck actually works and getting into the gameplay footage, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, just be sure to do so really quickly. It's a free way to support the channel and I'd really appreciate it. Helps the channel grow and get out to more eyes, get more eyes on the content. Also, if you hit that notification bell, we do post videos 2 to 3 times a week. That way you're always notified whenever a video goes live. Don't forget to do that on your way out. All right, let's talk about it. Like I said, I think we might have figured out a way to break this here. So in today's video, we didn't actually get to perform this combo that I'm about to speak of because we were playtesting this deck, and I wanted to see if this combination would actually end up working with 9 lives and Discontinuity. So basically, let's read the 9 lives here. So 9 lives is a hexproof enchantment that basically absorbs all the damage that you would normally take from a creature. Say they have a creature on the board that's a 10-10 and it swings in and hits your life total for 10. Instead of actually taking 10 damage, that counts as 1 hit, and it actually puts 1 token on 9 lives. Once 9 lives hits 9 tokens, it leaves the battlefield. Once it leaves the battlefield, you lose the game, which means if it leaves the battlefield early for any reason, you also lose the game. Remember that, because that's a little bit of a trick that you might not know. You do not want to blink this with 8 counters on it with Yorion. You'll still lose the game, but there's a couple of ways around that. So that last trigger says whenever 9 lives leaves the battlefield, you lose the game. When that triggers, if you have full control on, and this is something I did during playtesting with the deck, if you have full control on, when they hit you for that final attack and 9 lives leaves the battlefield, and then on the stack triggers, you lose the game, you can actually play Discontinuity, countering the entire stack and resetting to your turn again. So it's almost like 9 lives was never there. It absorbed 9 hits for you, and you still get to continue playing the game after it leaves the battlefield. It's pretty ridiculous, because what Discontinuity does is, as long as we won't read the whole card, but basically it can be cheaper if it's on your turn, but you're going to mostly be playing this on your opponent's turn. But basically, when you end you end the turn, so there's little parentheses here. It's kind of explains what end the turn means. Exile all spells and abilities from the stack, which is you lose the game, exile that, and then the player whose turn it is discards down to their maximum hand size, damage wears off, and this turn and until the end of the turn, effects end. So it just basically takes everything that's happening, all the triggers, everything, gone. Turn is over, next person's turn. You can actually trigger this on your turn too. If you do want to blink with your Yorion on the 9 lives with 8 counters on it, you can blink your 9 lives, and then when it leaves the battlefield, this will only cost 2, and you can do the same thing again, giving your opponent a turn. But once it leaves the battlefield, it won't come back, because what happened is Discontinuity will actually cancel all of the effects. So this is a really tricky combo, but it's very good. You can essentially take 9 free shots while you're setting up all your spells. So if you're up against an aggressive deck and you have that, it's just a home run. Like they have such a hard time playing around it. But other cards in the deck to get us there, like I said, it's an enchantment-based deck, so Dance of the Manse is going to be our over-the-top win con. So here are some really cool enchantments that we're going to be playing today. Omen of the Sea and Golden Egg, 4 of each. Those can be bounced by Yorion, getting us endless value, as well as Omen of the Sun for 4 of. Omen of the Sun is going to be a card that's going to help us gain life, also putting bodies on the field. And then we also have a new card, the Raven's Warning. The Raven's Warning is my new Fae of Wishes. I love this card. So basically it creates the 1/1 blue token that flies, and you gain 2 life on the first trigger. So that's pretty good, because you get to gain the 2 life. And then whenever one of your warrior creatures controls damage that's flying, you get to draw a card, and you get to look at your opponent's hand. That part typically almost never happens, because nobody wants to show their hand and allow their opponent to draw a card. So they do everything they can to remove the bird. You'll see that almost everybody I played against made it a point to waste a card killing the bird, which is crazy to me because what's really important is that third trigger. And that third trigger says we get to pull something from the sideboard and put it on top of our library. So if our opponent's wasting an entire turn in a spell trying to kill a little 1/1 bird token, we did something right. And we're getting a lot of value out of this, even though we didn't get that second saga of drawing a card. But if we do, it's just a huge bonus. So we do have a whole sideboard here that we can go over here in a moment. But up next is another win con of ours, is Archon Sun's Grace. This can obviously run away with the game with all the enchantments that we run. We also have another new card here in Doomskar, where it destroys all target creatures. It foretells. I'm sure everyone's familiar with this one by now. And then we have 2 ECDs to get back our Archon, as well as, you know, another card that we can get back with Dance of the Manse. That's very powerful. Also hits a Yorion too. Yorion can blink all of these, the ECD and the Ravens as well. So we got 3 Yorions and then a 4th Yorion here as our companion. And then we have 4 Shark Typhoons, which also help us win the game. Discontinuity we've already gone over. And then we have 2 Krakens, which are amazing at game enders as well. So we have a lot of heavy hitters that can just finish a game here, and a lot of ways to draw cards to get to where we need to go, and 9 lives really to protect our life total. So it's a fantastic deck. I think this is actually very good. We didn't actually, like I said, get the best of opportunities to show you and showcase the full effects of what a discontinuity and 9 lives does together, but it's still a lot of fun playing. We had a lot of fun playing the games, and there were some really fun, exciting games, so stick around for those. And let's go over the sideboard really quickly, and then we'll jump into it. So in our sideboard, we have 1 Tormod's Crypt, just to hit the opponent's graveyard, exiling everything if we need to. Casket to hit those little creatures. Confounding Conundrum, because it's an enchantment that can be bounced to draw us multiple cards, and it stops ramp. If we're up against Teamer, we can stop that ramp. Essence Scatter hits creatures. Negate to hit their spells. Banishing Light in case we need to take something off the battlefield. And then we have Glorious Anthem, which is actually a pretty cool card to take here from the sideboard, because we'll typically have a lot of Archon's Pegasus, or if we hard cast the Shark Typhoon, it can actually not only generate a Shark, but it can also generate a Pegasus, and it pumps everything, which is awesome. Another 9 lives in case we can't find ours, and then a Shatter in case we're behind. Elspeth Conquers Death. Sublime Epiphany in case we need that extra counter. And this card goes off, man, in one of our games. I hope you guys get to stick around to watch that part, but Sublime Epiphany is pretty fantastic. Another Kiora and 2 Ugins, just in case we're really behind and we just need a board wipe. But that's the deck, guys, in a nutshell. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Enjoy the gameplay footage that's about to come up, and then at the very end we'll come back here for some final thoughts and talk about the deck a little bit. Oh, I didn't actually touch on this. Field of Ruin is here just for Crawling Barrens, so we can destroy those. This isn't exactly a deck that Crawling Barrens is ideal in, because we have such heavy mana cost spells that we don't actually want to be pumping a Crawling Barrens, but we do want to be able to combat them if our opponent ends up having them. So we have 4 Field of Ruin. So anyways, that's it. Let's enjoy the gameplay footage, and we'll see you guys back in a moment. Peace. All right, here we go. We got a really fun one today. The rank just reset, so we're back to platinum. We get to have a little bit of fun trying to climb the ladder again. And today we're going to be doing some 9 lives shenanigans. 9 lives is a card I've been wanting to rock for a while now, so I'm really excited to give it a shot. Let's see what we can do with it. This is a pretty good keepable hand here. We got a Temple straight into some good old-fashioned card draw or Foretold. Up against another Yorion deck, so Field of Ruin could be a very good card here if they run Crawling Barrens. Field of Ruin is going to be a very good card, I think, because you know, there's the other snow creature land now too that does some really cool stuff. We're up against the Yorion deck, so I'm not going to foretell this. I think I'm going to go straight to card draw. Try to get the value as soon as possible, because I don't think Doomskar is going to be actually a playable card this game. It might have its moment if, let's say they get like a Shark Typhoon resolved or something hard casted. But other than that, probably not going to be very good. So far, they've shown me Dimir, which is different. Omen of the Sea. See what we can find. Oh, they omened themselves. 2 to the top. They found some good stuff, huh? We do need more land. I guess we can keep this temple so we can scry with it. All right, we didn't want to see another land though. That's a little harsh. Definitely don't need to see another Doomskar either. Might as well foretell this while we can. We weren't going to do anything else with the other mana, so foretelling that's okay. Could have also just casted a Plains there and bought the Yorion, but I wanted to see what we could scry there with the Temple. There's the Crawling Barrens we're going to kill. Let's go ahead and buy the Yorion now. Say go. We found the Discontinuity, which is great. If we find the 9 lives, we'll be good to go. But 9 lives is probably going to be irrelevant in this matchup, if I'm being honest. 3, 4, 5. So we need 1 more mana to hard cast our Shark Typhoon. Also got to try to be careful because I'm sure our opponent is running some form of counterspell magic. Okay, they put the counter on the Crawling Barrens. Let's see what our opponent's up to here. I'm gonna go ahead and flash into Omen, I think, here. Do some damage. They could also pump their Crawling Barrens and chump block with it, but I could feel the ruin at that time. Wow, they negate that. Okay. Seems like there's probably better targets for that, but I think I'm gonna hard cast this now. I feel like that negate may have made me, I don't know. What's the odds of them having a second one in hand? Obviously smaller than them having that one, so I think I can get away with it. Maybe not. I know the Fabled Passage needs to be cracked, but other than that, let's see. If this is blue mana, we're screwed. Oh, we're screwed. It's neutralized, isn't it? Oh, let's go. It resolves. We were paid off. We were playing a little aggro there, but it paid off. Now, do they have a way to deal with it though? I'm sure they have like I'm not Fey Wishes. I'm sure they have Brazen Borrower and things like that. This Continuity is becoming a really good card now because it creates a 6/6 shark and we get to counter something and end their turn. That's pretty awesome. I like that. That's a good top deck. That's a good top deck, and then we can just kill their land. Next turn, I'm sure they have a board wipe of some sort, extinction event or whatever. They're probably going to want to cast it because they don't want me to see their hand, I'm sure. Me seeing their hand is a lot of information. Yep, extinction event it is. That's unfortunate. That's actually pretty good. Even though they're only getting 4 damage of value, it's still pretty good. Just because I can't see their hand now. The card draw, not so much that important to me, but I can also bounce it, which is nice, which is obviously what I'm going to end up doing here. Get some more card draw. Do they have another counter spell for this? Essence? Wow, they run Essence as well. Wow, okay. Fair enough. I think what I need to grab here on the sideboard is a negate, believe it or not, because our opponent runs so much counter magic that I need to counter their counters, if that makes sense. Sorry for the yawning, I'm a little tired today. All right. I think I do want the negate. We get the shark again, which is awesome. This combination right here is so sweet. Okay, and then this is an odd mana cost, so maybe I play this too, and we're still okay if they run an extinction event into us. Essence Scatter, alright, bet. Their own Shark Typhoon. Okay, so now we need to find an ECD here. Let's get in there. I think we're going to take over the game, though, right about now. Oh, my goodness. Ugin is actually a really bad card for us to see. We really need to be ready to counter that. Okay. Okay, they got 4, 5, 6 mana. Interesting. Hold this negate open. Wow, that's crazy. 2 Ugins in hand. That's actually a really bad play for us. If that resolves, we're in a lot of trouble. So both these counter spells, thank goodness, are here for that. And then we'll go ahead and we'll dig up a Sublime Epiphany. Extinction Event's bad for us here, I think. I think we counter this. 3, 6. They didn't top deck a land, it doesn't seem like. I think we counter that. I think that's fair. Because we go into our sideboard again for Sublime Epiphany, and then we can counter still 2 times, creating tokens as well. Alright, that's fine. The 4/4 Shark's kind of annoying. Another Discontinuity, that's really good. Banishing Light can also hit Ugin, and so can ECD, but that would mean it would actually resolve, which would be terrible. Let's go ahead and just swing it all. They trade, okay. We get the draw, and we get to see their hand. Okay, so they found a Solemn, which does get them mana. That could be an issue, but yeah, they go for the Solemn to get the mana. It's fine. That's fine. We're gonna bounce their token with Sublime Epiphany and then create a copy of one of our things. Hopefully the Shark triggers before. We'll see. Maze Mind Tome. Yeah, I mean, it's too late now. Too late now for me to do anything. I should have maybe Discontinuity before that Shark triggered. Ugh, excuse me. Another Discontinuity. Wow. Okay, we definitely got to use these up. Let's see. I kind of want to grab a Glorious Anthem. Let's see. Let's just say go. Or we could just Doomskar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That wouldn't be enough mana to actually cast a counter. So no Doomskar today. We just chump block here. Chump blocking is fair. They scryed 1 to the top, which means they found their mana. Which means Ugin is going to try to resolve this turn. So we'll definitely see these 2 swing in. We'll block. Then they'll try to play the land, and then they'll try to play Ugin. Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. So actually, yeah, we'll just do it like that. We'll just do it like that. That's fine. Now we see a land, and then we see Ugin. They scry main phase, which is really odd. Wait, what? I guess that makes sense. Alright. I'm just gonna Discontinuity this. If they don't have the land, I'm just gonna Discontinuity this. They can't do anything else, can they? I guess they can Heartless Act something, but that's it. I should have done this before that 2/2 Shark resolved. That one's on me. Ah, man, I still can't Sublime with this. That's so rough, man. We're gonna take a pretty big hit here. Or I can just chance it, but if I chance it with the Doomskar, them hitting a land is highly likely. So let's just pass the turn. We got to take a lot of damage here. We made a little bit of errors here in the way we were doing things. Kind of sucks. I could discontinuity right now and not take the damage. That is something. That is something. There we go. I could play that and then still Sublime Epiphany, so that's good. That's card draw. That's blockers. Nice. Okay. Perfect. Pass the turn. Here comes Ugin to try to get everything off the board. We create another 6/6 shark, copy a 6/6 shark, bounce their 4/4 shark, and counter their spell. I think that seems pretty damn good. All right. That's fine. Oh yeah, because they plan on exiling, so they're just gonna try to get their shark attacks in now while they can. Ugin. No Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They know I have counter spells. Like, I get it. I get it. Extinction event for even. Okay, that makes sense. That's why they did it that way. At least now I could play... Oh, they just did it for another shark? Was that an oops? I don't know. I can't tell if that was an oops. All right, so we got 2, 4, 5. No, I didn't draw a land yet. I thought I drew a land. Oh, I can't do that? Damn, that sucks. Okay. We need a land. Honestly, like, that's literally all we're missing here is a land. That sucks. Okay. A land would have done it, man. We could have got Glorious Anthem out, got another 3/3 shark. Could have pumped them both to a 7 and a 4/4. Just needed that land. Just play your Ugin. Them holding onto their Ugin is the most annoying thing right now for us. I can't do anything about the second Ugin when I counter the first one, so I have to just let this resolve, right? They're just gonna get more mana. It's not that big a deal. Okay. Not that big a deal. I have so many answers for everything they have, except for the fact that if I answered their problems, like ECDing their Shark Typhoon, for example, Ugin resolves. And if Ugin resolves, it's game over. Why would they do that and not swing their 4/4 Shark? That seems kind of weird. That seems really strange. All right, no worries. Land? Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. There we go. We get a little buff on our creatures. Feels good. Feels good. All right. Pass the turn. It's almost time for an ECD, I hope. We're gonna take a big hit here, drawing a card. Okay. Hopefully they didn't find a negate by now, because they do run negates. There's a good chance they could find a negate by now. 3, 4, 5, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they still have plenty for an Ugin. This is a tough game, just because of those two cards right there. This is a very tough game. Very long game too, I apologize for that. Counterspell, triggered ability, return, copy, draw a card. Counter target spell, counter activity, return target non-land permanent would be you. Target creature I control would be you. Draw a card. Beautifully done. But now we have to worry about the second Ugin. The first one we can deal with, the second one not so much. I guess let's just swing in here with my 7s. Then we can crack this to gain a little bit of life and chump block the Solemn. Okay. We'll be seeing ya. End turn. Discontinuity for the win, hopefully. Let's find out. Wait, can they block the... Oh, they can't block the air right now. Hold on. It's their turn. If I discontinuity and just attack here, we win, right? Let's do it. As long as they don't have a counterspell, we win the game. No counterspell. Yes, that's good. Our turn. Good game. Let's go, man. Discontinuity is so good. They should have just played the Ugin. I don't know why they waited so long to just hold on to this. I mean, I know why. They know we were running counters, but still, you got to send them at one point. GG. So game 1 against a control deck, that felt pretty good. Honestly, that felt pretty good. I felt like we were never really in like imminent danger. There were some really weird things we had to overcome and like play routes we had to take, but it felt good. It felt like we were pretty much in control that whole game. So we have a Doomskar early, everything double devotion to white, and we have 2 blues. I'm gonna mulligan this. That's better. 9 lives can go for now. I would like to play that, but might have to go for now. If we're not up against a fast deck, it's gonna be useless. And we are. We should have kept it. Shoot. Hindsight is 2020. Doomskar looking good, unless of course they play things like Selfless Savior or things like Hollow Blade. I'm sure they do. Here comes the Hollow Blade now. No? Okay. Oh, a double Doom. Double Doomskar. I like that. Oh, let's go. No indestructible yet. So we could have a really easy game here. This could be a very easy win. Oh, they're pumping. Okay, they're getting a lot of damage through really fast. They're down to not so many cards though already. And then we can go right into the Omen of the Sun to chump block and then set up for another Doomskar. That feels pretty good. We have our Kiora too to finish the game with, which is awesome. 1 chump block with the Omen of the Sun kills the Rimrock Knight, so that's good. Unless of course they have Embercleave, which is a possibility. Okay, they don't have enough creatures to cast the Embercleave, so feeling pretty good about this. Seems like this is probably going to tilt them off the edge, I can't lie. To be chump blocked by a 1/1 to just lose your Rimrock Knight would feel so terrible. Typically, all the red pump spells only give, you know, plus attack, but there's Infuriate just to prove me wrong on that theory. All right, we're going to go here, and then we're going to play the Omen of the Sea. And then, obviously, we present a chump blocker again for the Rimrock Knight, so they're not going to want to attack here unless they have a combat trick. Even so, I would still block. All right, so they do have a pump spell with the Lieutenant. Fair. Here comes the Omen of the Sea. Archon. Actually, I'm going to keep that. Life gain? Sure. Go here, and then we Doomskar the field. And then we draw a card. Or do we actually just Yorion here? I think we pull Yorion in here. We have a lot of ways to win the game right now. I honestly, options are great. Options are always a really good thing to have, and we have a ton of options. We can go the route of just pumping, or I'm sorry, of getting value out of all of our things by Yorion, or we can gain life with Archon. I think Yorion's to play because we get 3 defenders, right? We get 3 defenders and we draw cards. And we can actually play this at the same time. I think that's the most value we get, right? That's a lot of value. And we got a really good sized blocker here for the knight. And we gain a little bit of life. Don't need any more land. Alright, that's fair. That's fair. We got an Omen. We could play, I think, the Omen and the Grace next turn. We do have enough land. Perfect. No attacks. Alright. Here comes the Archon to really start causing trouble for our opponent. Here's where we just run away with the game. This is where we say checkmate. No, not yet. Yeah, because if I block, I want to block with the Yorion. I don't want to block with anything else. I want all my life gain to go over the top, so. You know, I take back what I said a minute ago. This is checkmate. Checkmate. Yeah, they thought so too. GG's. We'll be seeing ya. Let's go. All right, 2 good games, but we gotta try to hit that 9 lives combo for you guys. So hopefully this will be the game for that. Video is running 20 minutes deep already for the gameplay, so we've got a few more chances at it. Maybe 1 or 2 more chances to try to hit this combo for you. But I'm telling you, it's a fun one. You can get your opponent pretty tilted off of it. Alright, failed passage, cracked right away for Luris, the Dream Den, meaning that we're up against Rogues. You guessed it. Good old Rogues. Hopefully we can handle it. I don't know if we have enough removal for this matchup, but we'll see. Definitely gonna go here. What's good is if we can get off a Dance of the Manse, right? Because they're gonna fill up our graveyard a lot with our enchantments. So if we can get off a Dance of the Manse, it'll be really strong. But odds are we're probably gonna be countered and be sad and probably cry. So that's probably what's gonna end up happening. Because Rogues is really good at doing that to you, making you cry. Taking 1 to the face. Already buying Luris. Interesting. Going straight for the Ravens. Warning here. What do I do in the sideboard against Rogues? Did I even tech for Rogues? I'm so like not ready for that. Let's see. Not really, huh? We don't really have much for Rogues, do we? Oh well. We'll figure it out. What do I want to grab though? That's the question. Probably want to grab like Negate. That way we know like our Dance of the Manse will resolve once we get down to that. Because if we can get our Dance of the Manse to a 6, cast it, and then negate whatever counter they may have, we'll be good to go. Opponent's definitely gonna flash in another Thought Thief if I attack with the Raven here. Okay, or not. They just go straight for killing that. Alright, so the negate is off the table. Negate is gone and off the table. I don't know. Maybe I just buy Yorion here? I don't feel like this is a good Doomskar. I mean, they're milling us for 2, which is annoying, but I feel like not yet, right? I wish Field of Ruin destroyed any land. I would destroy that, but then they would just get another one. You know what I mean? I just want that swamp gone, and then we could really shut them down. Never mind, they found another one. Alright. Blood Chief's Thirst on the 1/1? Okay, I'll take that. That seems fair. Doomskar still available on the side. ECD, is that good right now? Like, what can we hit? Nothing? Alright. I need some value here. I have no value in my hand right now. I mean... yeah, there's nothing I can do here. I'm just going to cast Yorion. I have 2, so why not? Let's cast Yorion. Let's put a threat out there. You're not going to keep attacking me willy-nilly. You're going to have to go through Yorion. Paid 5 for a 4/5 flyer. I mean... I've done weirder things, I guess. A Heartless Act. All right, so they got a lot of removal in this deck of theirs. Archon Sun's Grace is a fantastic pull if I can just ECD and get it back onto the battlefield. They cleaned the dust, so there's a chance now. They open the door unless they draw a swamp. All right, doors open on that now. Doors open on this too, huh? Oh, baby. There's our rogue tech right there. I forgot about those. Why did I forget that I had that? Seems like something I shouldn't have forgot. We're still at 56 cards. Thank goodness we're a Yorion deck right now. I can't believe Rogues is still running strong, man. Like this strong. I knew it would be strong, but like people still playing it this much. It's like we get it. We get it. You're Rogues. Opponent has no creatures in the graveyard or permanents, so Luris is no good here. They still play it right into a Doomskar. That's embarrassing. All right, and we'll set up another Doomskar and say go. Now I'm feeling pretty saucy. Feeling pretty good right about now. Still don't have the greatest hand either. We didn't have much of a hand to combat Rogues until we drew that Shark Typhoon. They just ended up tapping out at the wrong time. Literally, they tapped out right when I hit 6 mana. That was not the play for them. Kiora. Wow, that's a big shark. It's gonna get countered. That's all right. They didn't want to play anyways, but it was gonna get countered. But either way, I was still gonna get a big shark. So, GG's. All right, this will probably be our last game, so I really need this to be the one where we find 9 lives and Discontinuity together. I found it, man. I found it when we were playtesting this deck. This deck was originally an Esper deck, and we found it, and we hit the combo, and I know it works. But this is a pretty good hand. I gotta keep this hand. This hand's too good not to keep. Up against something without a companion. So at least it's not Rogues. I mean, it still could be a Xerath Rogues, but I hope not. Alright, it's not. Beautiful. Beautiful. There's 9 lives. We're going to keep it. We're going to keep 9 lives. Especially up against mono red. If this is mono red. Oh, it's Rakdos. Okay. They're foretelling something. Maybe it's Poison the Cup. I don't know. Could be. I just never seen anyone else run Poison the Cup other than me. I'm gonna go ahead and Golden Egg here. Kiora! Okay. That's fine. I love the Raven's Call, man. That card is so cool. Going into the sideboard in best of 1 is cheating, you know? And I love that. I love the cheat. Cheating's a fun time. All right, we got to discard 2 cards. Probably gonna discard that, obviously. I don't want to discard that, but I feel like I should. I'm gonna discard Doomskar though. All right, that's 2 more card draw with the Yorion, so that's really nice. Just gotta find 1 more land. That way I know I can cast it, resolve it on the eggs. They haven't shown me much of their hand at all yet, though. I bet you they're running that, you know, that god that makes you sacrifice or discard or whatever the heck. Wow, they're gonna duress me. So there goes either my Dance of the Manse or 9 lives. Either way, that's a sad, sad day. All right, they leave me with the 9 lives. I'd prefer that because I really want to hit the combo. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Wait. If fewer than 2 cards were discarded this way, you draw cards equal to the difference. Okay, and I'll buy the other Yorion. I will buy the Yorion now. That's a lot of discarding, man. That's annoying. Yorion has to hit next turn, so please don't make me discard again. All right, thank God. Thank God. Let's go, Yorion. Do your thing. Do your thing. Get us some cards back. Ship them out and bring them back in. Discontinuity? Nope, not yet. Not yet. That's fine. That's fine. Ugh, that's so annoying. I'll take 3 though. That's fine. We have a 9 lives, so taking 3 is not a problem for me. They don't have the swamps to cast that yet. Elspeth's Nightmare, that's fine. I keep saying that's fine. I think I'm telling myself that. Discontinuity on the top, all right. So we'll definitely be playing this now. We're gonna lose Dance of the Manse, which really hurts my heart. But it is what it is. At least we pulled Discontinuity. But what's really kind of sucky though is that our opponent's gonna discard our hand. And so Discontinuity in our hand is gonna be hard to keep. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough game. Because they are definitely gonna try to eat my hand away and take that out of there, so. Wow, they're just going for it on this discard, huh? All right, I think we hold this to discard. I think I'm gonna keep putting the pressure on. It might make them second guess trying to swing themselves, you know? We can do the trick though. Hopefully if Discontinuity stays in my hand, we can do the trick. But I know Crocs is coming down at some point, right? Probably now. They've only got one other card in hand. Unless that card is like, discard 1,000. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We're definitely gonna see the combo this time though, because we've got a lot of attacks coming in that I can't really do anything about at the moment. That's a good card. That's a good card. Pass the turn. We can chump block the Ox, which only puts 1 counter onto the 9 lives. What's beautiful about this whole sequencing is that every time Rankle hits, we're not discarding a card, thanks to the effect of it not actually hitting us.
You had a fraction of my power. I have no interest in fighting fair.
They are really taking their time on that Croxa, huh? Another 9 lives could be helpful, but also I needed to sacrifice to the Liliana discard. Dang. It is what it is. Got to keep Liliana down. Keep Liliana at a minimum here. God, this is going to be tough. This whole discarding thing has really screwed me up, man.
You think too much.
All right, Discontinuity is going to come out here on this play, unfortunately, because they are going to play Croxa. But I do get to counter it, so that's kind of nice. And they're going to eat up their graveyard. So we really... oh, man, I don't know. I don't know what to do because we have to play it now. We can't let this Croxa resolve, otherwise we lose the Discontinuity, so... it is what it is. If we pull a Yorion, man, I'd be the happiest person alive. I guess scry with this one. Holy cow. Okay. All right, no worries. 9 lives is ticking down and we don't have Discontinuity anymore. Shoot. We take 3, but doesn't actually hurt the 9 lives, so I'm fine with that. It's like we have 2 channels of life. Goes up to 6. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. 7, 8. Yes, we keep this. Okay, here's the play. We keep that on top. We don't play the land. No, wait. We do play the land. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Play the land. Shoot. Unless we have another way to draw a card, it's not possible to do what I want to do. I want to play the Discontinuity to obviously kick the 9 lives, but shoot. There's just no way.
You think too much.
There's no way. I think we lost this one. I just can't get anything going. I needed to find that Yorion. I needed to find the Yorion to draw like a million cards there. Wow, they get to draw 2 cards. That's so savage. That's such a good card. Wow. This is it. Let's see what they end up doing here, because I'm going to just go ahead and end their turn. We get one more shot at this. That's the game, ladies and gentlemen. That's the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Shoot. We were so close to doing it too. Oh well, that is what it is. I hope you guys had fun with this one. It was a blast to play. We ran into a really weird deck there where we just could not get anything going with the hand hate. So this one is gonna have to wrap it up for today's video. We're gonna have to go ahead and figure out, go back to the drawing board to make it a little bit better, but we'll finish it up with some final thoughts. See ya. Peace. That's the games. I hope you all enjoyed the video so much. I really appreciate you all sticking around here to the end. You have no idea how much that helps the algorithm and helps our channel get pushed out to more viewers. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And we had some subscriptions actually purchased this week on the channel. Some people actually joined the membership program, and so I just want to give a quick shout out to you all who did that, who actually hit that join button. Thank you so much. If you don't know, the join button will actually give you access to our membership program, which allows you to see pack opening videos in the future that are strictly for members only. And we actually had some people take that offer, and I want to say thank you so much for helping support the channel financially. That is amazing, and I can't thank you all enough for that. That means the world to me. But yeah, let's talk about the deck a little bit. So I think the deck it feels incredible. It feels really, really good. It feels really smooth, and like it's pretty strong when it comes to the meta decks and playing against. I think we played against a couple meta decks. I know we played against rogues, but we did pretty well with this deck. And if we weren't trying so hard to hit our 9 lives Discontinuity combo to show you guys how good that is, I feel like we might have been in an even better spot. I know we ended up dropping a game here against Rakdos. Rakdos did hit our hand though really, really hard. Had we found a Yorion, we would have been just fine, because we had so many opportunities to pump and blink in draw spells. But other than that discard deck, I feel like this played really well, and I'm excited to keep playing this one and fine-tuning it, because it has so many fun things it can do. And like I said, that 9 lives combo, it really goes off, and it's really cool. When your opponent thinks that they have you dead and you Discontinuity, it just, I mean, I can't even imagine, but I'm sure their jaw hits the floor. So I hope some of you get to hit that combo. It's a blast to do, but make sure you have full control on, because if you don't and you miss that trigger, you just lose the game, and it would be really heartbreaking. But I personally wouldn't change much about the deck. Normally I have 1 or 2 things that I would hit. I'd probably go after my sideboard a little bit. There are some things in my sideboard I need to touch up on. We need something in here to tech with the rogues a little bit more. But yeah, I don't think right now I have any particular ideas to increase this deck's win rate. If you all out there have ideas on the deck and making it better, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm all ears. But I hope you're all enjoying the new KALDHEIM decks that are coming out. We're going to try to post 2 more this week, and I hope to see you all on the next one. Till next time, peace.